In case you missed us while we were in New York, here's a look at our pop-up showroom. Hi, I'm Tori with Visual Magnetics. Hopefully this space will help inspire some of your future projects. Visual Magnetics really shines in retail at point of purchase. The great thing is that you can achieve amazing designs and not have to compromise any creativity, but at store level it's incredibly easy to set everything up on your wall. We're going to start with a frame that's going to go on the wall with our Invisilock Surface Protect magnet. So the magnet media is going to roll over the frame that has been applied with Visual Magnetics Invisilock. You can update it for sales as well, very easily. We have a wide selection of printable surfaces that all have one thing in common, the ability to keep up with constant change. The most important thing to keep in mind when designing with these materials is that the magnet media print films are not magnets. The magnet media prints are actually coated with micro-iron particles in the back, which allow them to attract the Invisilock magnet face, and that is the key to the change factor. So here are the Visual Magnetics components. Here is the micro-iron primer, the magnet, and then the graphic that rolls on top. Very important thing to keep in mind is that you cannot stick the graphic directly to the paint. You always need the magnet. So this is the magnet in Visual Magnetics. That's the underlayer. It's a thin magnet that applies either directly to a fixture or it applies to this magnetic painted wall. And then the graphics roll on easily. When you design with Visual Magnetics, you can really think in layers and the combination of materials. There's actually 4 different magnet media options on the wall. This is the digital veneers, and the background is an Eco 10. This is our digital chalkboard, so you can print on these chalkboards and write on them with regular chalk and liquid chalk. Here's our digital veneers again in a fixture, and then our harvest, which is like a very textured burlap material. This is an example of a floating panel. All of our materials are light enough where they can be designed into fixtures that are hung from the ceiling. You can design with Visual Magnetics using Invisilock so that your frames will actually auto-lock. There you go, with physics to your advantage. If you align the magnet application to the back and underneath, all going the same way. Visual Magnetics is not just about graphics. You know, with our dynamic spaces concept, you can create 3D elements within your designs that go onto, entire walls that can be switched up and customized for your space. We've partnered with Ravelli Shelving, who's designed a gorgeous shelving system that incorporates our graphics system. As you can see, you fold down the different panels, and then you can place either merchandise or art on the wall. This can be great for your home or a retail setting. So they've incorporated our graphics system by placing the Invisilock within their shelf, and then you apply different media onto it. You can either put a canvas, or you can have it have more photo quality effect. Just fold these down, and then your piece of art becomes usable retail space. The ability to layer also lends itself to creating engaging and interactive learning environments. Visual Magnetics Dynamic Spaces allows you to create whiteboards that can go from floor to ceiling and wall to wall with an element of design. So whether it be for a school, design studio, or an office space, even at a home office, you can really create something unique that kind of updates the traditional whiteboard. So, you can even use the layers the same way. So if you write something here, want to move it over here, it's kind of like a sticky note, but it's reusable and repositionable. For a swatchbook of samples and more information, contact info@visualmagnetics.com. For more videos and design inspiration, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.